Update 7 is upon us, and we have some broken combos to share with you guys inside today's video. First up, we have the Royal Ghost in Frenzy Time, and let me tell you guys, this thing is absolutely busted. You can see we've only got a 2-star Royal Ghost on the battle board here. But he's moved over to that healing ranger, and you're going to see him 1v1 against the monk in Frenzy Time, and watch the magic happen. And there goes Frenzy Time. We've got the 2-star Royal Ghost coming in against this monk, and he gets his hits off that quick. The monk can't even get his ability off to one-shot the Royal Ghost. And this thing is absolutely broken, my friends. But a good way to counter this is Ice Wizard, Mega Knight, E-Wizard, Giant Skelly with the stun upgrade, a Musketeer. Anything with stuns. If you are facing a lot of Royal Ghosts, maybe try a stun deck, because that's a great way to slow the Royal Ghost down. So moving on to the 3-star Bandit when paired with the Wavemaster. Now, the Wavemaster did have a bit of a rework. The ally that he does throw at the back of the battle board does now get shield and energy, making a deadly combo with this Bandit. But you can see here, we've only got the Bandit on against the Royal Champion, the Healing Ranger, the Knight, and the Mega Knight. So it's 2 versus 4. And you can see that Bandit darting around the battle board, stealing energy. And it's super effective against the Royal Champ Clash deck. You can just see the Bandit whizzing around. Even when it goes to Frenzy Time, the Bandit is super strong. We come in there, take a 3-0 against the Royal Champion, 2 versus 4. GG's. So we're moving on to the monk, and I don't think people quite understand how effective the monk is. So in this gameplay, you can see it's a monk versus 6. We get the knockout on the Mega Knight. So it's a 1 versus 6 here with the monk. It's insane. Get the knockout on the Giant Skelly. We get the knockout on the Lumberjack, and the monk is healing himself after these knockouts. We get the knockout on that mini there. We move up to the Ice Wizard. Get the hit on the Ice Wizard. Go to Frenzy Time. And we get the hit on the Archer Queen, and you can just see there that the monk has 1v6'd on this battle board. And don't sleep on it, guys. And if you want to use the strat where you hold on to your minis and place them in later rounds, just so where you can see your opponents placing their minis as the match progresses, the monk is a great choice to do this, because you can win rounds 1 and rounds 2 pretty easy, giving you a massive advantage. So we've got another strat coming in here with the Royal Champion. He does now get a reset upon knockout. So you can see from this gameplay, I've lost the first 2 rounds, so I know where my opponent's minis are. And this is also how effective Clash units are. I know where my opponent's minis are. I know where to place my Clash units so I can get damage on his units, so then my Royal Champion will get them resets on KO. So I've placed my ball up at the top. We've got the Spear Goblin targeting his Mega Knight. We've got the Prince targeting his Battle Healer. And we just go for these upgrades to start with. He has fetched on the Magic Archer as well. I get some nice damage on his Battle Healer and his Mega Knight. And I actually knocked his unit out right at the back. That was behind his Barbarian King, which I think was his Archer. You can see my Royal Champ now getting these resets, which is insane. Royal Champ pretty strong inside the meta. The point I was making here, guys, is if you wait a couple of rounds with these Clash units with the Royal Champion, you know where your opponents place the minis. You can place your Clash units facing them minis to get initial damage on them. Then your Royal Champion can start getting resets and win you the rounds. So next up is the Grand Warden on the Devil's Deal tile, and it's absolutely insane. You can see here, my opponent placed his Grand Warden on the Devil's Deal tile, and he just absolutely melted my units. Look, more or less one shot and everything, and the round was over as quickly as it started, which is insane. And the Warden is super OP on this tile, because it takes 80% of your HP if you place a mini on this tile. But because the Warden gets shield at the start of a round, it's almost like he's got extra HP, because you've got to boost his shield before you start doing damage to the Warden. And as you could see from that replay, his Warden on that Devil's Deal tile absolutely wrecked me. So if you are playing the Warden and this tile is available, do give it a try, my friends. Next up on the list is the Magic Archer on the Devil's Deal tile, and it's insane, guys, especially when you get the 2-star Archer, Magic Archer, on that tile. When he's firing them 3 arrows, he's just doing massive damage. You can see him popping off there, just wiping out my opponent's minis, because he also fires through your enemy's minis and pierce everything behind you. So you just get massive damage, especially again when paired with the Grand Warden. Super OP, the Grand Warden, for this tile, because he shields his allies. So it's like the Magic Archer isn't losing technically 80% HP, because he's got that shield. So again, do bear this in mind, my friends, when the Devil's Deal tile is available. So there we have some OP strategies inside the Clash Mini Update 7. If you guys have got any OP strategies that I've missed out, let me know on Discord or Twitter, and I'll feature them in future videos.